My name is Anurag and I'm here to share a presentation with you. The topic of my presentation is communication in a company. So let's start. The purpose of the presentation. The presentation aimed to highlight the types and the importance of communication to the manager. In so doing, the reaction of manager is expected to evaluate the recommendations and the excuses the necessary changes to improve the productivity of the company. Moreover, the presentation aimed to highlight a number of problems that can be solved through the uh, embarrassing effective communication with the company. The presentation is likely to trigger the manager to improve the communication through the various means of discussing. Next, there is a introduction. The process of sharing information, the business communication is the process of sharing information between people with work and the outside of the company. The effective communication for achieving goals. For that, the effective business communication is how employees and the manager interact to each to reach organizational goals. Its essential role is not only to improve the organization practices but also to reduce errors. Reduction of errors within the company facilitate in effectiveness. The type of communication in a company. There is four types mainly. The upward communication from subordinate to manager, downward communication, lateral, and communication, external communication. Upward communication involves passing information from the subordinate to the manager and another person to the organizational hierarchies. Downward is the opposite of the upward communication. Here, the information is passed from superior to subordinate. On the other hand, the lateral communication involves sharing of information in a company across or between crossways or cross departments. And in external communication involves messages leaving the company and is delivered to outer stockholders and the consumers. Next, there is a components of communication. There is mainly four components. First, like issuing instruction through delegation. In initial components of communication within a company is getting and receiving the instructions and assignments both upward and downward through effective delegations. In sharing and discussing of information. Information exchange and discussion, particularly informed through exchange during the meeting. This type of communication breakdown result in task being completed incorrectly or not to all. Giving feedback, correction, and discipline to the people who report to you. So that they can have the knowledge and the tools that they need to do their jobs better. Problem solving and discussing, making meeting and discussion are considered among the most important discussion for the organization. Further, the importance of communication. Here we have a presenting new ideas, making plans, and executing decisions, reaching agreements, effective meetings, and employees feedback. So here in a company, communication is essential since it's enable people to present new ideas essential for its growth and improvement. Moreover, communication provide a platform to for planning and executing effective decisions to gather well-being of company. For it to grow, decision needs to made and employee are informed through the communication channel. Finally, meetings are often arranged within the company to address several issues. Communication is essential when conducting meeting effectively and offering feedback to the employees. Next, we have problems that effective companies can solve in a company. Poor communication with the remote employees, like employees turnover, it's very expensive, and poor customer services and horizontal and vertical communication soils. The problems that the people work remotely face in struggling in communication, hence they proven to importance of communication. Losing an employee can cost as much as twice of their annual salary, but when companies do communication effectively, they are 50% likely to report turnover level below the industrial average. If the communication within the company is poor, employees in customer facing roles are likely to have limited information, and customers are likely to sense low employees' morale. Often, time and team and departments does not exchange essential information, hence they need to silence their communication can be remedied. Improving communication. There are so many benefits of improving communication. Effective communication skills. Communication can be improved within an organization if the leader is equipped with skills such as listening and oral communication, public speaking, and adopting its visual to measure communication to you and see what works, what doesn't work, and tweak it accordingly. Workplace communication is important to you growth and success. The other way of improving communication is by encouraging employees to ask questions and voice their opinion, helping them feel empowered. It is a good idea to tell people about their good things on a daily basis. Tools like Proof Hub and Slack, Zoom can help you boost company communication, providing a total seamless communication experience. So, in conclusion, communication with a company occurs in diverse types such as upward, downward, vertical, and horizontal, external. Effective communication with a company is likely to lead the realization of set goals and versions. A major role of communication in such a company is delegation, receipt, and sharing information. The facilities feedback from the receiver, who is in most cases, the employees. Effective communication is likely to solve issues such as empowering turnover and poor turnover services. So, at last, if thank you, and if anybody have any question, you can mail me on my BCIT mail ID. It's apal9 at the rate my.bcit.ca.